Hi, I'm Chris with LaunchCode, and this is the first video in Hello Spring, which is a short video series where we're going to introduce you to the Hello World version of a Spring Boot application. Spring Boot is a Java web application framework, and so it essentially allows us to quickly and relatively painlessly build Java web applications on top of the essential libraries and functions that it provides. So before we get into the details, I just want to demonstrate what we're going to be building. So I'm going to open a web browser. I actually have a Hello Spring or Hello World version of this app running in the background now, so I can demo it for you. And essentially what we're going to be building is a Hello World app, but since Spring and Spring Boot are much more sophisticated than just a plain programming language, we're going to have several different versions of Hello World. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create a request handler that will simply return a static message. So if I go to the root path on my server, so our Spring Boot server will be running at port 8080 on our localhost machine. If I go to the root path, it'll just return a simple static message that says Hello Spring. And this will be the same every time. You can refresh again and again and again, and it will always be the same. The second thing we'll do is we'll learn how to add parameters to our requests so that the greeting can be customized based on request data. The first thing we'll do is we'll add the ability to put a query parameter that specifies the name of the person or thing that we want to say hello to. So we'll be able to make requests with a query parameter, say name equals LaunchCode. And our response will have the value of that query parameter included as part of the response string. Okay, so that's one way we'll be able to customize our requests using a query parameter and a query string here. Another way is to use a new kind of parameter, a parameter that may be new to you, which is called a path parameter. And so path parameters look like this. They are ways of making requests in which a piece of data or a parameter that you want to submit is actually part of the request path, not part of a query string. So this is something that we can handle and that will become quite useful as we develop web applications. So we'll learn how to support this as well. So again, if I submit /hello/launchcode, the application will treat this last component of the path as a piece of data, as a parameter, and customize the greeting based on that. Finally, we'll build a form that will allow the end user using the web application to type in a name or an entity to customize the greeting as well. So here, if I type into, say, Java into my form and press the Greet Me button, my response is Hello Java. So it's using a form to submit that data rather than a path parameter or a query parameter directly in the address bar. So those are the few ways that we'll be introducing the basic concepts of Spring Boot and our Hello Spring application.